Aloha, good afternoon. My name is Leonardo Morel. You can call me Leo, and this is Sociology 1000. The topic for this video is stratification, and the question that I chose to talk about is why should sociologists be interested in stratification? How does a better understanding of stratification can potentially contribute to the well-being of society? So first, let's cover some of the basic concepts of stratification. So what is social stratification? So it's how the society categorize individuals based on their occupation, income, wealth, and social status, ethnicity, gender, political and religious views. So sociologists always try to understand the social inequalities and stratification. There are a lot of important questions that they ask. Now, what causes poverty? Why there is so much disparity between social classes? So understand why functionalism theorists view stratification as necessary and inevitable. Why conflict theorists view stratification as a result from lack of opportunity or sometimes even discrimination. How symbolic interactionism theorists see stratification and how that affects people's beliefs and concepts of themselves. So stratification is the foundation of sociology. So what that means? Well, think about all those layers, you know, that we have in your society, and how individuals in your society are divided or classified and categorized based on their ascribed status and achieved status or social status. So, as just to recap real quickly, ascribed status is the status that you're born with. So if you're born, in poverty, that's your ascribed status. If you're born into wealth, that's your ascribed status. So sociologists are interested in how society functions. They study social patterns, systemic inequalities, the economic system, how they influence, disparities between social classes. I was reading about the French philosopher. Well, he was born in Switzerland, so it's not really French, you know. So, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, I guess I'm pronouncing that correctly. He developed this social thought during the French Revolution war, and he acknowledges that certain amounts of inequality will always exist between people. You know, he argues that social inequality is a result of privileges and uneven access to resources available. So we all know, right? If you are born in a wealth family, you know, your chance to succeed in life is much higher than if you're born into poverty. If you're born in a wealth family, you have money, you have connections, you have resources, you have better education. So, that pathway is laid for you just to succeed. There's a pathway for success. That's what I call the ovarian lottery. So, I think it's very important to understand all these concepts. So, you can have solid understanding of how society works, why we have all these different classes in society. I never look into that very deep. I have an understanding, but after I read the lessons and I read the book, I can see how that inspired me to be able to move from my social class to go up in a stairway for success and achieve a better status, right? And that's my taking on this assignment. Just briefly, talking about mobility and moving from one class to another, you know, looking back at my own journey, where I started back in Brazil, you know, living in a poor family, and I was able to move to the United States, able to achieve a different social status that my family did not have those um, options. So I was able to do that, and reflect on all these based on the lecture that I just read. So it's awesome. I hope I answered the question, and mahalo.